Hello, Frosty friends, and welcome to another Frosty Friday. My name is Mike Campbell, the writer for IronGate.
And my name is William Layton, I'm the artist.
Tonight we're bringing you all that jazz and more with Kung Fu Panda. It's a great series. It's, of course, got 3 films, a fantastic TV show, and plenty of comics. There will be spoilers in the future, and by future I mean right now. Kung Fu Panda tells the story of Po, an overweight panda living in the Valley of Peace in China's mythic past. The civilians of the valley are protected by a group of master martial artists called the Furious Five. They're led by Shifu, a prodigy of Oogway, who's a wise old turtle, inventor of Kung Fu, and master of inner peace. Legend says there will be a dragon warrior that will defend the valley from chaos, and unbelievably, Po is chosen to be that savior by Master Oogway. Shifu and the Furious Five reject Oogway's decision at first, believing Tiger should be the chosen one. After sharing his doubts with Master Oogway, Shifu gives Po a real chance by letting him be himself, and finds a way to mold him into the great master of martial arts Po was always meant to be. In the meantime, Tai Lung, a fallen adopted son and former star pupil of Shifu, is being held captive in a gigantic prison made solely for him. He breaks free and comes to exact his revenge upon the valley for being denied what he thinks is rightfully his, the destiny of being the Dragon Warrior, only to be stopped by Po.
We both really like these movies and the comics and the television show. I should say, Mike likes the television show. I love the movies. I haven't seen the show yet. We're going to review those, and that'll be fun for me. I'm looking forward to that. Po is a fantastic character, and as an overweight person myself, it's nice to have someone that makes good while being fat to enjoy in a film. It's nice to have a character that is shown to be quite capable and skilled in such a physical thing like Kung Fu. And I absolutely loved it in the end. Instead of trying to turn him into something he's not, Shifu just lets Po be himself and uses food, actually, little dumplings to train him. I absolutely loved that. And I guess that's the whole point of Kung Fu anyway, is that you're only supposed to bring out yourself in your best way, which is, I guess, what Kung Fu is kind of all about. I don't know. I really thought that was great. I liked watching Po evolve, and then I really loved him having fun being the master that he always dreamed he would be.
The great, and of course his teacher, reluctant at first, but later on more sincere, is Master Shifu. Master Shifu hooked me instantly with the voice work from Dustin Hoffman. He's bitter, he's a little bit jaded, and he's fairly cynical over the fact that he failed to train Tai Lung. He was never close, particularly emotionally close to the other Furious Five compared to how close he was with Tai Lung in the beginning.
Yeah, I think he had his heart broken, more or less.
And he basically has his own character arc, learning to accept Po and train Po as Po instead of trying to make him into something he's not.
Yeah, the next star of the show is, of course, Tai Lung, who was... I love the idea that there's a gigantic prison that was there to hold him down. They had him under all these rhinoceros guards several levels down with chains and all these pins in his back that if he even tried to move, they would all go off. And when he escapes, it's explosive. And when the Furious Five goes and takes him on thinking that Po is going to be useless, it was really cool seeing how much of a threat he could be, so that when he finally does take on Po and gets absolutely destroyed by this laughing panda, whom I should have said was played by Jack Black, it was just a lot of fun. I really liked Tai Lung. I thought he was a great threat. He wasn't as good as Lord Shen, whom we'll get to soon, but I really liked him as a character. I also love Tigress, who was voiced by Angelina Jolie. Tigress is probably my favorite character overall. She's quite cute. Some of there's a whole series. What's that series called again?
It's something to do with their origins. I forget the exact title, but it's about their origins.
We'll be covering those too, I'm sure. But she's just really cute as a little cub, and Master Shifu takes her in, and you see some of her early training where his lack of, I don't even know what to call it, like love, I guess, his lack of being able to smile and enjoy himself, that bitterness that Mike was talking about, ends up making Tigress cry and puts her on a path where she stops feeling, which we explore further in Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yeah, the real dynamic. The characters in this movie with the biggest 2 arcs is Po learning to be the best he can be and do what he needs to do and fulfill his destiny, and of course Shifu learning to let go of the past and embrace the future. And it's a big deal for all of them. It all comes to a head really when Oogway passes away and basically ascends into the spirit world and leaves them to deal with things the best way they can. Oh,
that series is called Secrets of the Masters.
It was great.
Yeah, we're looking forward to doing that. It wasn't in 3D like this film was. They're all in 2D, but they're a lot of fun. And that's Kung Fu Panda. We'll probably be talking about a little bit more in our next one, and we'll probably also cover those aforementioned cartoons. At any rate, stay frosty. Please check us out at irongate.thecomicseries.com. Over on Patreon, of course, at patreon.com/IronGate. And finally at Twitter, at twitter.com. /IronGate_comic. We'd love for you to follow some of those places and send us a quick shout.
Okay, we out.